Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you, Mr. Mian, for giving first speaker. Sometimes easy, sometimes difficult to be first speaker. Not due to be short, but I will try to finish in 15 minutes. In my presentation, I will shortly speak about SMIIC and then something about standardization, quality infrastructure, and I will introduce SMIIC and SMIIC policy and introduce our standards. Since some speakers we have same area like Mr. Beşli, he said he will talk about the IFHAP in details. I will shortly say something about IFHAP, but in details, since they are the main member of the IFHAP, he will give the more details. And then I finished with some words. SMIIC is an international organization established by treaties, intergovernmental organization established by the governments, and our headquarters in Istanbul. But SMIIC has some objective like to develop all kinds of standards, but our priorities on halal standards. We are looking at achieve uniformity in some quality infrastructure like standardization, testing methods, certification, etc. And then we have project for LDC countries, helping them for the develop their structure for the future of the economy of their countries. And then we are working on the establishment conformity assessment scheme is made for the halal accreditation and certification areas. We have 47 countries, 44 full members, 3 is observers, Bosnia and Herzegovina is one of them, like Thailand and Russian Federation. Our mission, if you look, mission we say to create an infrastructure that improves the economy, welfare and protects of the member states. It means we are just concentrate on the infrastructure of the countries and look their welfare. And then I don't want to details our mission and strategic plan. It can be found from our website. Here I want to talk about 2 terms important for the quality infrastructure: standardization. If you don't have same standards, you cannot establish any single systems, any joint structure and one structure for all countries. That means we should have single standards. Problem in the halal sector is still we have, in reality we have different country approaches, standards approaches. Some countries like Malaysia has many standards, but like Indonesia have single document, they say quality assurance system, etc. These are approach of the country. Go to the Middle East, they have GAP standards. We have still go to some countries, they have their own unique, but not standards, cannot be standards. Standards should be a document prepared by consensus. In these countries I mentioned, they not by consensus, by authority. Authority is launching some documents, and then they are using, like for example, in Indonesia, Ministry of the Religious publish a lot of documents and ask people follow this document. Not easy for us to understand. But in our understanding in the West, modern world, we say everything should be transparent. And with the consensus and the contribution of all stakeholders, from the universities to certifiers to consumers, everybody should be inside and adopted by the real authority, and then should be commonly used, not by a single authority. This country, like I said, Malaysia, Indonesia, only one authority is responsible and make cooperation with the international, but main authority is single. But in our system, standards is for all. Many actors should be in the sector. And then it should be repeated by everybody and can be voluntary. This is minimum standards. We are seeing the stakeholders. But important terminology is quality infrastructure. Second, what is infrastructure? Each country should have this system about standardization, metrology, accreditation, conformity assessment. Conformity assessment include many other subsectors like certification, inspection, management systems, testing and calibration, etc., etc. You are seeing here the World Bank launched many years ago this scheme for all countries should have national standard bodies, national accreditation bodies, national metro institutions. These are three public areas. These are should be by government or supported or approved by government, but this authority of the public. Under these three institutions, there are conformity assessments. Conformity assessment can be done by governmental, semi-governmental organization, independent organization, or private sectors. This is open market for all related peoples who want to be act in the system. Here we are talking about when back to our life, halal economy, what we need. We need single standards, single certification methods, not certification bodies, methods, bodies. We need accreditation bodies. This umbrella is for conformity of assessment of the halal sector. What we will do in SMIIC, in the OIC level, nearly 10 years, discuss how a system for the halal sector should be established, so announce the words, and then finally, 4 years ago, our board of directors adopt this scheme. The pyramid from bottom to top, you can see the bottom, manufacturers, service providers, producers are in the bottom. There are a lot of standards for products, for services, etc. In second level, in the pyramid, certification bodies, they are key actors in the system because we are seeing on the market logo of the certification bodies. It means they are between the authority, government authority and producers, and then all responsibilities for halal products under the shoulder, on the shoulder of the certification bodies. Many responsibilities going to them from producers, coming from accreditation bodies. They control by both sides, sometimes under pressure of the accreditation bodies, sometimes under pressure of the market, and then all responsibility, halalness on their shoulder, because we are trust on them. We are seeing, when we look at the market with the products, we are seeing the logo of halal certification bodies, not producers, not accreditation bodies. This is very important. It means we need strong accreditation bodies. If we don't have strong accreditation bodies, we cannot easily trust on the logos. So at the third level, we need real accreditation bodies. They doing their job professionally and have a lot of control on the certification bodies. Single system. I mean single system. Not many accreditation bodies. One accreditation bodies for one company. And this accreditation should be approved, so recognized by others. In the bottom, in the top, sorry, we have a new authority, as Mr. Mustafa said, IFHAM. New organization of the OIC is established. Now the system is ready. This is our system. We say, namely OIC Global Halal Quality Infrastructure, and then we send to all countries, OIC members, OIC itself, to follow this system. Slowly, we are going to see this system in the country. Now Turkey is ready, some countries ready. Malaysia is going to start, inshallah, next year. 2 weeks ago, we have a training program with the all authority in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, a training program for them, how they will transfer to the OIC model or Islamic SMIIC model, inshallah. Next year, they will start to be part of this system. In the future, we will want to see Indonesia also. If what Mr. Mustafa will say, he give details about this organization, new authority, last year established by the OIC in March 2023 in Mauritania. It will be affiliated to the OIC, it will be in Jeddah. Follow the SMIIC rules, like ISO, IF, ILAC model. There will be MOU between SMIIC and IFHAB, responsibility clear, inshallah. You can see the resolution about IFHAB. Some rules will be clear. SMIIC will develop all type standards. The accreditation body OIC member states will control the certification bodies according to SMIIC 2, and then they themselves have, as they will be operative according to our SMIIC 3. We have accreditation council, as a council will help this authority for the necessary documents. There will be MRA, Mustafa will go there. What the benefit of this MRA? MRA will bring a lot of facilitation on trade, on between for the governments, for the economy, for the consumers, for business. There will be, we will avoid a lot of things. The bureaucratic works will stop. One time accredited, one time certificate, and accept everywhere. It is supposed they are accredited by any countries, accreditation bodies. This product of certified in Bosnia will accept with all member states, OIC member states. There will be free markets for them. What the result of the system, we will have traceability, there will be real trust on the halal certification, mutual recognition, inshallah will be done, and the system will be managed professionally. Inshallah, we will diminish technical barriers to trade after this fully operative system, inshallah. We want to see end of this year. Tomorrow, after tomorrow, they have board meeting. I think in November they will have General Assembly before 15th of November, and then in this General Assembly they will launch the system and the statute, etc. Inshallah, we are big on. Right, the last part of my presentation, don't want to go to take off all my activities in our system, because we are our main responsibility to develop standards, to bring standards for halal, for other issues. Our standards for all OIC members. That reason we are saying OIC SMIIC standards, not just for SMIIC members, for all OICs. In the system we have technical committees, like each technical, like international organization have special price titles, working programs, business plan, and the secretary given to the member state permanently, and then working as have membership as full member, observer members, experts, and we have international experts, like Mian is one of our experts. We have in different countries who are famous in halal researchers. We are using the DOLM standard. In standard, I can show the last about standardization. What is Islamic rule in our standards? We have to say standards are not holy documents, standards not fiqh document, but include a lot of Islamic rules, include a lot of fatwas. If standards bring a new fatwas, we will be dilemma in the standard should not bring any new fatwas. Fatwas should be come from scholars, from the sheikh, real platform like academies and then muftiyat in Turkiye, Diyanat, etc. Fatwa not from our side, but in the sectors, we are main authority for the fatwa. We are receiving fatwa only from International Islamic Academy, IIFA, the OIC subsidiary organs. There is in about sectors standardization, application, and certification. There is a general fatwa. Key person in the system should be Muslim, and the accreditation body should be owned by and directed by Muslims, and key person in the sector should be Muslim. If any organization has something suspect about the management, about the direction, about ownership against Islamic, this cannot be recognized, cannot be part of the system. If some mistake done, we have to solve and close this type of company and withdraw them from the system, because we have to have real Islamic approach to companies. There should be real Islamic ID we should have. Just show the last part. Which one? Good. Okay. Standard is a long trip. Not easy to standards. Mr. Jawati says standards need, you have to fight with many actors, but from 6 months to 3 years, a standard can be developed. If you have a mature, you can use the shortest path, but from the working, developing standards and send the member states, we say committee level, and so the all stakeholders, we say inquiry level, each level you have to wait 2 months, 3 months sometimes, give the chance for voting and publishing. In the SMIIC we published until now 57 standards, 20 of them about halal, and then say we have 20 standards about halal. In key sectors, key areas, we already have many standards. Now we are going to develop new standards for different sectors like testing methods, etc. for the future. But just say 3 standards very important. SMIIC 1 is for general quality for halal food. These standards can be used for all type of food and related sectors as a key standards. But now we are going to be more detailed standards about products. SMIIC 2 is for certification bodies, 3 is for the accreditation bodies. We have some sectors like cosmetic, like tourism, halal supply chain, etc., etc. You can share my presentation with anyone. Last word, I want to say our standard is part of common study, and our platform, SMIIC platform, is for all stakeholders, and then by SMIIC, customer for all person, all related parties. And thanks to our host country, Bosnia and Herzegovina. They are also active, very active in our standardization work in tourism, in food, etc. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.